Nintendo is basically killing it right now with the Switch, a system that you can play at home or anywhere, but they got their start in 1989 with the Game Boy. I guess nothing's changed since then. Nintendo would of course lead off with Mario, developed not by Shigeru Miyamoto, but by Gunpei Yoko and Nintendo's R&D 1 team. Super Mario Land launched in 1989 for the Game Boy. So does Super Mario Land hold up? Let's find out. Super Mario Land takes place away from the Mushroom Kingdom. The plot is exactly the same. A princess has been kidnapped and Mario has to go save her. It's just the characters are different. Rather than it being Princess Peach, it's Princess Daisy of Sarasaland, who has been kidnapped by Tatanga, who wants to make her his bride. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the game plays like you'd expect a Mario game would. Run forward, jump on enemies. There's 4 levels with 3 segments. It's a pretty short game. Only takes about 30 minutes to beat. It plays like a portable Mario Bros. 1. Just run to the right, beat the level. I will say it's nice that each level has different enemies depending on the location. Although, what's with this enemy? That freaks me out. Mario gets access to power-ups where he uses the Fire Flower, but it has a weird bouncing effect. It never does this in any other game. The game does mix things up with levels where you pilot a submarine, and the last level is basically an airplane. Once you beat the boss, out comes Tatanga, and he's honestly very easy. Just blast him into oblivion. So Mario rescues Daisy at the end. Do Luigi and Peach know about this? If you have nothing better to do, Super Mario Land is an enjoyable way to spend 30 minutes. But things would get much better with the sequel, Super Mario Land 2: 6 Golden Coins. This sequel is notable for introducing Wario.
Obey me, Wario. I am your master, Mario.
Yeah, that Wario. So the plot is, while Mario was away rescuing Daisy from Tatanga, Wario took over Mario's castle. Huh, Mario has a castle. Maybe he won it in Mario Kart. Mario needs to retrieve the land's 6 golden coins to be able to take it back. So Mario's not out to save someone, he just wants to take his house back. It's actually a refreshing change of pace. This time you have a map with which you can move across to access the 6 zones in any order you choose, and wow, look at the improved presentation. You talk about how Super Mario Bros. 3 was a leap in graphic quality compared to Super Mario Bros. 1, this game did the same thing for Mario Land 1. Controls are perfect, surrounded by more classic Mario baddies. This time around, Mario has 2 power-ups, the Fire Flower, which does the same thing as always. There's also the bunny ears, which lets Mario float down. It's a good way to mix things up. The first zone I did was Tree Zone, and it's a pretty simple zone, lots of platforming jumps, and Turtle Zone is your typical underwater zone. But I really enjoy Space Zone. Going out into space with no gravity really works. Ah, Mario, think you'll need a spacesuit the next time you go into space? The boss is actually Tatanga. Apparently he was a minion of Wario the whole time. Next I did Macro Zone, a zone that Mario shrinks in size, but it's not too particularly noticeable on the Game Boy's hardware. Super Mario Bros. 3 did this much better. Next is Pumpkin Zone, which is one of the harder levels, but I saved the best for last with Mario Zone. A giant robot Mario that you have to go inside. The fact that Mario has a giant robot of himself on an island with his castle is just goofy enough for me to love. Finally, with all 6 golden coins in hand, the door to the castle opens. The final level is basically a gauntlet. It takes a lot of memorization, and there's no checkpoint system in place. So if you die, you have to start the whole level all over again. Once you finally get to Wario, you have to fight him in 3 forms. First is him in his regular form, then you have to fight him while he's wearing the bunny ears. Third form, he grabs a Fire Flower. He's honestly not too bad, just hit him 3 times. Thus, with Wario beaten, he shrinks, cries, and runs off, and Mario's castles return to normal. The ending credits theme is pretty catchy too. I'd like Wario to return as an antagonist in a future Mario title. Maybe he can work with Bowser. That'd be interesting. So overall, Super Mario Land 2 improves on the original in every way. It's fun, it controls well, and the levels are exactly what you'd expect out of a Mario game. So how was that? A little on the short side, but I needed something quick and easy to test out my 3DS capture device. As for next time, I suppose I'll be looking at Super Mario 64 DS. Thanks for watching. For now, I'm signing off. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button. Later!